Hi folks, Van Prepper here with another Safe Act and Gun News update. A lot of good stuff on the agenda for today, so let's get right to it. First, if you've watched my other videos on the Safe Act and Gun News update, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which is normally a court that is no friend of the Constitution or any kind of, causes of freedom, is on a roll lately. They have had two huge decisions before the one I'm going to mention now, all in the last month. Huge pro-Second Amendment decisions. The first was Peruta versus San Diego, in which they ruled that San Diego's very restrictive concealed carry permit, the way that they were issuing those things, or not issuing them really, was too restrictive and it was unconstitutional. On the heels of that, in the update I did Thursday or Friday, there was a decision released by that court that was let me see if I can remember it. Richards versus Prieto, which is the sheriff of Yolo County, and which is also in California, and their way of issuing and their restrictions on issuing CCW permits was ruled unconstitutional. And then later that day, they released another pro-Second Amendment decision, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Again, it tossed Hawaii's may issue. Now, if you don't know the difference between may issue and shall issue is how it should be. Shall issue is a condition on which, as long as you meet whatever conditions they put on there, that you pass the background check essentially, and they know that you're not a dangerous person, you don't have a criminal record, you don't have a felon in your past, you don't have violent crime or restraining order, any of that kind of stuff, then they shall issue. They will issue you. They have to issue you a concealed carry permit. A lot of states, like the state I live in, are may issue states. And the may issue states means you could pass all the background checks, do everything right, have nothing in your background, and they might issue you. They may issue you a permit. Now, this is the third straight decision handed down in less than a month by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals that says that may issue restrictions are not fair. You can't do that. If somebody passes all the things, then you got to issue them. You have no legal basis not to issue these people a permit. So the state of Hawaii, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals vacated a decision by a lower court upholding their may issue restrictions, and the Ninth Circuit Court sent it back and said, listen, you got to look at this again, because the may issue thing is not going to hold up. That's not good enough. It's unconstitutional. So awesome news out of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. You got to love the way these court decisions are going lately. It really is a tidal wave building of momentum behind the Second Amendment, behind freedom. And let's hope this is going to transfer also to the NSA spying, the Fourth Amendment, and all these other things, that we can start to get these governments that are really violating our constitutionally guaranteed, not given, guaranteed rights, and that we can start to get these things established, and the government's going to have to back off and start to just respect our freedoms again. The next thing I have is a Delaware Supreme Court. Awesome. Another great decision. Delaware Supreme Court upholds the right to bear arms for tenants of public housing. Now, what this case was about is the WHA, which is the Wilmington Housing Authority, was putting into everybody's lease this provision that said if you were in public housing, you had to agree to this, and it was nobody, your family, or guests that you have over, were not allowed to carry any firearm, legal or otherwise, in any of the what are called common areas, which is the parking lot, the hallway, the laundry room. Any of the places you're likely to get mugged in the public housing things. You're not allowed to have. You were not allowed to have a handgun, even if you were legally able to have one. And the Delaware Supreme Court said that's unconstitutional. You cannot just say that people don't have a right to have these things when they have a right to have these things. And also another part of what they were putting in those provisions, the WHA, the Wilmington Housing Authority, was also putting in that they had the right. They're not a governmental agent. I mean, they have no authority whatsoever, but they had the right to demand to see your paperwork, your permit, your whatever it was, to make you prove that you had the right to have a concealed carry weapon, to have a weapon in your home, to have whatever, legal authority, legal provision they thought you needed to have those things. That's unconstitutional. That was also part of the thing that got ruled unconstitutional and got kicked out by the Delaware Supreme Court. You can't just walk up to somebody. People have no right to walk up to me. The place that I live, my mortgage company, whoever it is, has no right to walk up to me and say, I demand to see your pistol permit to prove you have a right to have these pistols. Sorry, that's not in your authority. So the Delaware Supreme Court kicked that out. Another awesome decision. I love it. And finally, Senator Dianne Feinstein, everybody's favorite whipping girl, and deservedly so. This lady is a frigging train wreck. Senator Franken-Feinstein, Senator Dianne Franken-Feinstein, this lady is at it again. She can't get her hideous assault weapons ban pushed through. She was the driving force behind the 94 to 2004 assault weapons ban. By the way, we all know that assault weapons are not semi-automatic weapons. Just calling them something different doesn't make them what they are. But what she has done is she tried to get it through last year. Again, another assault weapons ban. Didn't pass at all. She pitched a hissy fit. She's been trying for the last year to get something through. So now she is going to Barack Obama, President Barack Obama, and asking him to instruct the BATF, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, to reinterpret a provision in the, the Gun Control Act of 1968. She's asking President Obama to instruct the BATF to reinterpret a provision in there, thus making it illegal to import semi-automatic weapons, which would be your SKSs, your AK-47s, you name it. There's a lot of semi-automatic weapons that would be no longer allowed to be imported into this country. And Senator Dianne Feinstein proving once again, if you're a crazy gun grabber, the law is of no consequence to you. If you can't get things through in a legal fashion, you'll just start making up ways to get something through. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm Van Prepper. This has been another Safe Acting Gun News Update. Happy shooting, everybody.